Good afternoon, everyone. In today's class, we would like to progress regarding these types of milling machines. As a basic milling machine working and its classifications, we had a detailed discussion in the yesterday's class. And the continuation of that, we'll be discussing the types of milling machines that are existing in the today's class. So coming to the types of milling machines, generally these are being classified into several forms. Coming to the general designs and distinctive types of milling machines, these are characterized into four basic types. First one is an column and knee type of milling machines, planar milling machine, fixed bed type of milling machine, and special types of milling machines. Coming to the first one, that is a column and knee type of milling machine. Briefly, we'll be chatting out of these entire types and we'll be proceeding furtherly. Column and knee type of milling machine consists of an base and most probably entire this equipment which will be having an swiveling head will be fixed, and the spindle orientation with respect to the motor for generating the speed for the spindle which holds this milling cutter that to be worked over the table as clearly specifies in the diagram, and based on the requirement of the shapes that need to be confided over the work part during the machining process. This tabular column is made to slide in to and fro motions and towards the depth concentrations height and height towards upward and downward directions. And with respect to a particular feed rate, the tool is the work part is being altered from to and fro motions on the over the work table with the different directions for commencement of the task, where is nothing but MRR process, material removal process. Even this column and knee type of milling machine is subclassified into four subgroups. So generally, milling machine is classified into four groups, and in that the first classification is column and knee type of milling machine, and furtherly this column and knee type of milling machine is again subclassified into four different types. That is hand milling machine, horizontal milling machine, universal milling machine, and the vertical milling machine. Coming to the horizontal milling machine, this is having the spindle which is parallel to the shop floor and will be worked out upon extension over the workpiece. Nominally, the arbor which holds the milling cutter with respect to the tool post connected to the arbor, and most probably horizontal phase of movements will be getting commenced by this particular work part, and the arbor component will be rotating with respect to the milling cutter at a constant strategy. All the rotational actions that will be getting progressed by the cutter tool, cutting tool, or else we'll be simply calling as a cutter, and this work part will be varied with respect to the table and to and fro motions as here clearly specifies. See here, the work part is fixed in the jigs and fixtures, and this with the help of this hand feel, there is nothing but the manual actions. That's the concept of this manual actions. By altering or rotating with respect to the speed rate in a clockwise direction, the entire this table which holds with respect to the work part fixedly or rigidly in the benchwise will move in a particular direction towards the two motions, and upon this counterclockwise rotation of this feed angle will be coming back to the fro motions. So to and fro motions will be getting agitated by the manual mode of okay, and hence even this left and right motions. So this is the to and fro motions commencement, and left and the right motions will be commenced by this particular hand wheel, and that's also will be getting possible only by the manual confidingness. And this is the front view of representation, and this is the side view of representation. And actually, this is the universal kind of milling machine that we used to observe in our laboratory process also, even in our laboratory process. As the cutters will be getting fixed constantly over this, and the work part will be placed in the work table, which is having the capability of altering with respect to this hand screw of in this entire panel, which is holding the work part to be machined. when to and fro motions and sliding in left and right movements. Hence, the 4 degrees of freedom is getting possible by the work part holding channel. Normally, you can say that it's an work part holding channel. And this arbor, which is fixed here. There's some tool considerations. Here, this arbor will be getting fixed. See, there's an common terminologies of these arbors. Shank, which is connected towards the tapper for commencement of the modes. And these are the spacers which will have doesn't have any of the interaction with respect to the work part. And majorly, this is the cutter which is placed in mill sections. And this cutter can be commenced when the side cuttings are being required over the work part. And hence, this work part, this milling cutter will be placed here by removing this ideal spacers. And if at all towards the left side direction is required, this work part or cutter will be getting fixed away here. So based upon our convenience for machining over the work part, this milling cutter can be varied in its position from left, right, and towards the middle channels. And this is the arbor nut that will be fixed over the considerations or conditions over these milling machines. This will be fixed here in the conditioner or holder, rigid holders. Coming to the vertical phase of milling machine, the spindle is vertical or maybe having this perpendicular to the work table, as it is clearly specified within the pictorial representation. It's vertical with respect to the cutting ruler, just like will be equivalent to the drilling machine, simply. And almost all the movements, similarly with respect to the horizontal conditioning of the milling machine, can be progressed by this vertical milling machine also. And certain feeding to the work part will be getting given by the tool post that will be altered with respect to the MRR process. There is metal removal rate need to be progressed based upon the given depth of cut. As we will be calling as some cutting parameters. As we'll be calling as some cutting parameters. And normally, this spindle head may have the capability of swiveling at a particular angle or inclination. And even the spindle will be mounted over the angular surfaces mounted on the spindle in order to work over the angular surfaces. Having just will be saying flexibility for processing the milling work over the contouring positions. And even this adopted for machining grooves, slots, flat surfaces, as separate machineries cannot be utilized, and almost all the working processes can be considered in the case of this vertical or milling machine itself, nominally in the milling machine itself. Come to the major parts that are being existing in the case of this vertical milling machine. Major parts are base, column, spindle, spindle head, knee, saddle, work table. Let's glance the basic differences between the horizontal and vertical milling machine. Comparison between this horizontal milling machine and vertical milling machine. In the case of this horizontal milling machine, the spindle is made horizontal as the tool or arbor which is fixed over the horizontally and which is very much parallel to the work table. But in the case of this vertical milling machine, spindle is vertical, nothing but tool will be in vertical position that acts as perpendicular to the work table. So nothing but to the work part also commonly, because the work piece or specimen will be placed over the work table, which is holding by the jigs and fixtures. cutter cannot be moved up and down. So there's no any of the dynamical movements for commencing its dimensions based upon the depth of cut, etc. in the case of horizontal milling machine. But in the case of this vertical milling machine, the cutter or tool can be moved in up and down positions, but only the 2 degrees of freedom only accepted in the case of this vertical milling machine. So rest of the two will be progressed by manual mode of movement of the work table. And even that cutter is mounted on the arbor. In the case of this horizontal milling machine. In the case of this vertical milling machine, the cutter is directly mounted on the table, on the spindle. The cutter is directly mounted over the spindle. In the case of this horizontal milling machine, the spindle cannot be tilted, not deviate in its phase of direction. Even in the vertical milling machine, a spindle cannot be tilted for angular cuttings. In the case of this horizontal milling machine, certain operations such as plane milling, gear milling, form milling, straddle milling, gang milling, multiple type of phases kind of milling, etc. can be progressed by the tool over the work part. In the case of this vertical milling machine, certain operations such as slot milling up to a particular depth considerations, and with the different shapes, there is V shape, U shape, T slot milling, angular type of millings with respect to different angular specifications with respect to slotting mill cutters or tools, flat milling, etc. This can be performed. And normally, the drilling process, boring process, threading, internal threading also can be progressed in the case in this vertical type of milling machine itself. So multiple number of working processes can be processed in the same by the same machinery, by a single machinery. Coming to the universal milling machine, the basic difference from plain horizontal machine. Otherwise, this universal milling machine is very much common with respect to the horizontal kind of milling machine. But only the difference it is the addition of a table which is having the swiveling in condition. That too about 45 degrees in horizontal plane. And by this, we'll be having an additional benefit in the case of this considerations for having this helical grooves in the twist drills, milling cutters, and gears. The second type, here it is, the fixed bed type of milling machine. Comparatively to the vertical kind of milling machine or horizontal kind of milling machine, it is very much large and heavy, which occupies a large floor space. And here, the table is mounted on the fixed bed. See, this is a fixed bed type of milling machine, having the occupying full work space, floor space. And here the table which is mounted on the work bed, table is mounted on the work bed, which is having the sliding capability over the bed. And the cutter is mounted over the spindle that moves used to move vertically on the column and even adjustable in the case of horizontal movements, having 3 different types of adjustments, that is simplex, duplex, and triplex. Simplex, duplex, and triplex. See, 3 different modes. So simplex movement, up and down movements. So if the object has been traced out here at 3 different channels, 3 different sides spontaneously the machining process. Whatsoever it may be the machining process. One side it will be having the planing machine, one side it will be having the slotting machine, one side it will be having the drilling or else the bore cutting. That would thread cutting machine. Thread cutting may be commenced in the case of this fixed bed milling machine. But entire equipment is occupying a large floor space, and operating also should be commenced with respect to a particular expert person, and manual involvement will be very much high. Coming to the planar milling machine. Similarly, it is look like a double column planar machine having the milling heads in various planes, commence the vertical heads or the cross rails and the horizontal heads at the sides. Nominally, certain arrangements which have the capability of machining over the workpiece simultaneously on several sides, as similar with respect to the fixed bed type of milling machine. Particularly, this type of planar milling machine is used for producing a long straight surfaces on large and heavy machine parts. Coming to the special type of milling machines. Special. So special, what is the specialities that are being placed in the major factors here? These are designed for a precision-oriented objects preparations, which are designed for individual milling operations. You need to have a single operating process, either of the finishing process, or else the slotting process, or else the threading process, boring process simultaneously, which is operated without any manual involvement. Particularly, this type of conditions will be progressed in the bulk way of productions or batch productions. Batch productions, commonly you can say. And the similar pieces are to be machined over the machinery for getting the same dimensions. There is a similar work pieces with same dimensions of work. So hence the program can be fixed over there, and the same program, as we prefer the CNC, computer numerical control technology, programming plays a major role here, and leads to an automation strategy of getting work over the work parts. By utilizing this conveyor belt, the input material will be getting loaded, and after completing output material will be removed, or unloaded material will be getting removed and moving for the packing section, inspection, and then furtherly for the packing section commonly. Coming to the special conditions, let's see some of the examples in depth. That's tracer mills, nothing but profiling milling machines, which are also called as these duplicators. Particularly, this profile milling machines plays a major role to reduce the irregular part geometry, which is created on on a template that is in 2 dimensions. We'll be calling as a tracer. In 3-dimensional, it's called a duplicator. So for 2-dimensional oriented commencement of profiling milling machine, that's called a tracer. Particularly in the case of 3-dimensional status, it is a duplicator. As we have discussed just now, the special type of milling machines, which acts as a basic source for getting the common dimensional parts which need to be prepared in high quantity, particularly in a high quantity. Here, the cutter path is controlled by the numerical data, whether it is suited to a particular profile or its pocket or surface contouring actions. Coming to the milling operations. So how many types of operations can be processed in a three-dimensional object and capable of commencing a number of processes by this milling operations. Plain or slab milling process, face milling process, hand milling process, side milling process, slot milling, angular milling, farm milling, straddle milling process. Even the slitting process or saw milling process, you need to have a straight cuts, gear cutting process, you need to have a confined velocity and cutting the gear with respect to a different tooth mating and correct strategy for getting the high velocity ratio, keyway milling process, string milling process, filling for the profile milling conditions for getting the different typical design orientations, thread milling process, helical milling process, cam milling process. Let's have a detailed look over one by one process, plane or surface or slab milling process. In the case of this plane milling process, as shown in the particular diagram, it's used for getting the flat surface on the workpiece, and which where the workpiece is parallel with respect to the cutter axis. The primary motion is the rotation of cutter and feed is imparted to the workpiece. Nothing but this cutter will slides or roll over the work part for getting the correct finishingness. The cutter is nothing but the plane milling cutter. Machine is nothing but the horizontal milling machine as being used here. See, this cutter will be used to rotate in a clockwise direction as a positive and negative cases considerations as we have been discussed that upon the movement of this workward towards the left side direction, it leads to an common way of moving and high amount of chip formation or material removal rate will be getting considered at the end time, but starting with respect to an minimum chip size and so on, it will be increasing to a maximum over the surface. Whereas towards the right forward direction, it leads to a maximum material removal during the starting point and so on, decreasing to an ending point over the surface. And confiding, see, this is the conditions. And confiding this to a particular smoothen conditions. You need to get the particular flat kind of surfaces. Coming to the face milling process. Face milling process. Particularly, this operation is carried out for producing the flat surface itself. And even it's perpendicular to the axis of rotating cutter. Okay, the cutter is the face milling cutter and machine is something about the vertical milling machine. So this is the process. The cutter used to rotate towards the clockwise direction over the particular part to a particular depth of cut, which is specified with respect to the diagram, and direction is from left to right. There's the face milling that to progress over the surface. This is an end milling process. Particularly, this operation is produced for flat surfaces and commencing of these key slots, which we will be generally utilizing for locking our doors or by keys, getting a particular profiles. There's an end milling cutter for getting the slots and the grooves and finishings. Side milling process utilized for commencing of the flat surfaces, slots, and the grooves. Similarly, with respect to the end milling process, this is a slot milling process for getting the particular T-shape type and circular shape type, or else these square type of cuttings. So this is used to have the cuttings. The orientation process will be getting commenced by the tool, and material will be getting removed by this from this and gear type of actions that will be having a machining properties with respect to this slot, and commensally will be processed to through the material up to a particular feed rate or particular depth of cut. Angular milling process, we need to get a typical angular cuts like V type and W type, double V type, etc. Form milling process have to produce the all type of notches such as V notches majorly, grooves preparations, serrations, and angular surfaces. Form milling process is nothing but the cutter will be getting inmated with respect to this work part in this similar format. Straddle milling. The operation of this milling has two parallel surfaces on the work simultaneously. It is getting progressed at the two different stages. Cutter two or more side and face milling cutters have been considering at this stage. Gang milling process is used to get the different profiles on the workpiece simultaneously in order to have two or more cutters utilized for commencing simultaneous operations at both the ends, and even in the middle also the finishing. So here the cutting to a particular depth of cut, here the particular depth of cut, and here the surface finishing. So three different processes will be completing simultaneously over the work part. So profile milling for getting a particular periphery of the flat part is nothing but the outside range, particularly used to cut the outside for getting the particular our required shape of periphery. And this is the pocket milling used to make a feed considerations up to a particular depth of cut and getting different shapes either in the two at the corner pockets with respect to circular interpolation, surface contouring, and you to have the up and down and the two in a curvilinear as stations. These are the different types of milling processes. And in the next class, we'll be discussing in depth towards the different machining process related to the milling cutters. Thank you.